Well, Albert Einstein was famous for many, many things. One of my favorite quotes from Albert Einstein is that insanity is doing the same thing over and over and over and expecting a different result. Well, there's thousands of failed medical theories every century, and the 20th and 21st century are no different. And the one that really gets to me is that experts are saying our children will be the first generation of Americans who will not live as long as their parents. That's very, very scary. And that's, of course, their prediction. That prediction will come true if we don't step in and take over here. The medical system has failed us. The government has failed us. And so now it's time for us to take some action. I want you to think about it. Type 2 diabetes is not a genetically transmitted disease. It's a simple deficiency of a single mineral. We've known that for like 80 years. And we can make your church family type 2 diabetes free in 2 months or less. We can make your city, your county, and your state type 2 diabetes free within, I'd say, 2 months or less. We can certainly make America diabetes free. We can make the entire world type 2 diabetes free. It's a simple nutritional deficiency. Okay? And then let's look at obesity. We're the number one obese nation in the world, and the theory we've been following for 125 years is that people are overweight or obese because they eat too much and don't exercise enough. Well, now all doctors want to do is gastric bypass surgery. Okay? And so the whole thing is crazy because it turns out that obesity is due to a simple nutritional deficiency. You take the nutrients, you lose a half a pound to 2 pounds a day, you get to where you want to be. You just have to stay on a maintenance dose because next week, next year, 5 years from now, 20 years from now, there still won't be these nutrients in the soil. So we do have to supplement with them to prevent problems. And let's look at heart disease. Oh, the theory there was that all heart disease is caused by what? Oh, you got it, either genetics or cholesterol and saturated fat. Well, it turns out that the whole demonization of cholesterol and saturated fat was due to a sales program by Procter & Gamble to sell a new cooking shortening. And Grandma didn't want to give up her lard and her cream and her butter and her eggs because she'd been using it for generations and generations and generations, and they just didn't want to go to something in a can. And so it turns out that this whole product that the Procter & Gamble, now who gave the American Heart Association $1.7 million to demonize cholesterol and saturated fats to sell this product, started out as a smokeless, synthetic diesel engine lubricant for German submarines. It was contracted by the German Navy with a German chemist by the name of Wilhelm Norman in 1901. By 1904, he'd accomplished what their request was. Make a long story short, after the First World War, they didn't need it anymore, so they sold the patent to a British soap manufacturing company. They couldn't sell the soap because everybody's making the soap. During the Second World War, they sold it to the Procter & Gamble, and they couldn't sell it because everybody's making their own soap. So they decided they were going to turn this synthetic diesel engine lubricant, into a cooking shortening. Well, they were having, again, trouble because Grandma didn't want to give up the lard and the cream and the butter and the eggs. And so they had to come up with something. So they paid the American Heart Association $1.7 million to demonize cholesterol and saturated fat so they could get rid of the eggs and the butter and the cream and the lard and go to Crisco. You got it. It was a Crisco thing. Well, it turns out that there wasn't much, if any, coronary artery disease until they started using Crisco, and it went ballistic. Well, to help out, be on the good side of everybody, the pharmaceutical industry came up with cholesterol-lowering drugs, statin drugs, to help people who couldn't resist eating butter and cream and lard. And so they gave them egg beaters and egg white omelets, salad dressings, cooking oils instead of lard and cream and butter. And what did we get? Well, we got low T, low testosterone. We got ED, erectile dysfunction. We got menopause at age 30. We got adrenal exhaustion. People always complain about that one. And then we got Alzheimer's disease, which is a deficiency of cholesterol and several other nutrients. That's right. Alzheimer's disease has nothing to do with aluminum. It's certainly not a genetic thing. It was a secondary, unintended consequence, I'm sure, of demonizing cholesterol because doctors didn't realize in the pharmaceutical industry, and I'm sure even Procter & Gamble didn't know that cholesterol was an essential nutrient. Well, guess what? Once they knew that, now we have a problem because now they have a proactive scheme to sell a product at the customer's expense. all right, because you go on a cholesterol-restricted diet and you take a cholesterol-lowering drug, a statin drug, you're going to get Alzheimer's disease, you're going to get low T, ED, menopause, and adrenal exhaustion. Well, of course, the pharmaceutical industry is too happy to come up with cholesterol-lowering drugs, statin drugs, which makes everything worse. They make Viagra and Cialis, and, of course, they give you injectable or patches or pills of estrogen to deal with menopausal symptoms. And this is just horrible. Of course, we got the Alzheimer's disease to boot. Well, let's see here. Heart disease has nothing to do with cholesterol or saturated fat. After all that, it turns out the congestive heart failure is due to a deficiency of a single vitamin. We've known that for 300 years. And once you get a hold of the books Epigenetics, The Death of the Genetic Theory of Disease Transmission, the book Dead Doctors Don't Lie, and the book Rare Earths and Cures, and find out the truth about all these horrible diseases, okay? It's just a tragic, tragic thing that the medical system and the pharmaceutical industry and Procter & Gamble did. You're paying for it. Epigenetics, Dead Doctors Don't Lie, and Rare Earths and Cures. And we'll be back with Dead Doctors Don't Lie after these messages. Okay, Doug, what pearls of wisdom do you have for us?
Well, I've got an article here from CNN, and it's headlined, Common Chemicals Linked to Endometriosis, Fibroids, and Healthcare Costs. This was all published in the Journal of Clinical Endocrinology and Metabolism, and was led by Dr. Leonardo Tresande, Associate Professor of Pediatrics at the New York University School of Medicine. They say hormone-disrupting chemicals are everywhere in plastics, pesticides, and makeup. Two of them, phthalates and DDE, strongly linked to a common female reproductive condition such as fibroids. A new study, researchers estimate these problems caused by these two chemicals alone could cost the European Union at least 1.41 billion euros a year, or in U.S. dollars, that's 1.58 billion. They say a panel of experts previously estimated the health costs of a range of endocrine-disrupting chemicals, of which bisphenol A, or BPA, is probably the most famous, associated with obesity, IQ loss, and male infertility. Say the economic toll attributed to the chemicals that in the analysis was 157 billion euros, or $177 billion. And they say for the current study, the researchers turned their attention towards fibroids and endometriosis, two common conditions that affect about 70% of women and are leading causes of female infertility. Looked at studies of many different endocrine-disrupting chemicals and determined that the strongest evidence, albeit still from only a handful of studies, implicated the role of DDE, or I'm not even going to attempt to say the chemical name here, and phthalates and fibroids and endometriosis. They say there are substantial toxicological studies that exposure to these endocrine-disrupting chemicals, many of which increase in use, are contributing to female reproductive problems. And they say that DDE is actually a breakdown product of the insecticide DDT, which was banned in the U.S. in 1972, and still lingers in the environment and enters our body through food. The main exposure to phthalates is through eating food and drinks stored in plastic containers, and that phthalates are determined that 56,700 cases of fibroids in women in Europe, and probably due to DDE exposure, 145,000 cases of endometriosis caused by phthalates. They say the cost of fibroids is 163 million euros, or $183 million, and endometriosis cases racked up a bill of 1.25 billion euros, which is 1.4 billion in dollars. And they say they've already banned the use of BPA in the European Union, and of course it's still legal. In this country they've only banned it from baby bottles. So, but there's got to be something people could do, Doc, to kind of cleanse out their systems because we're all exposed to this stuff.
Oh, absolutely. And of course, there's more involved here than just those chemicals in the environment. For instance, endometriosis, the physical primary cause of endometriosis is obstruction of the vaginal tract during their periods. So when the people use tampons, when these ladies use tampons, it's an open system going both directions. So instead of the menstrual fluids, including the endometrium from the lining of the uterus and the blood coming out the vagina, it goes up into the belly cavity and sets up housekeeping, gets transplanted in effect on the bladder and the colon and the uterus and the gallbladder and intestines and everything. And these endometrial cells are still sensitive to estrogen. So every time there's part of the cycle, they swell up and it's painful. Okay, so tampons are involved in the root cause of endometriosis as well as the chemical damage. Then there's fibroid tumors. When you look at fibroid tumors, they occur 10 times more in black women than white women because it has to do with free radicals, eating fried foods, lots of cooking oil, salad dressings. And so I'd have them use the herbal rainforest, use an ounce of that per 100 pounds of body weight per day to do the classic herbal detoxification. And those are the directions I would go for those two diseases. And we'll be back with Dead Doctors Don't Lie after these messages. Okay, Doug, let's go to callers.
Let's head to Pueblo, Colorado. And Sharon, you're on with Dr. Wallach.
Hello, Sharon, you're on the air.
Dr. Wallach?
Yes, ma'am.
This is Sharon Anderson, and I was referred to you by Andy Anderson.
Okay.
And I want to tell you what the problems I have.
Sure.
I've got rheumatoid arthritis, and I have stomach problems, and I have more or less diarrhea, and I don't even know I'll be someplace, and it just comes out of my rectum, and I don't even know I have it.
Okay, so you don't get any warning.
No,
right. How
old
are you, Sharon?
I'm 75. 76 today is my birthday.
Oh, congratulations.
Thank you.
Okay.
And I'm a borderline diabetic.
Okay. And so I'll say pre-diabetic, okay. And do you have any history of any skin problems, any dry skin, eczema, rough skin, dermatitis, psoriasis?
Nothing like that, sir. I don't have that.
Okay. Do you have any history of any respiratory problems, chronic bronchitis or asthma?
No, I do not. I've never smoked and I've never drank.
Okay. Did you ever have your appendix out?
Yes, I did.
Well, there's a bingo.
I was 15.
Okay, when you were 15 years of age. Do you have any children?
I have two. I have a son and a daughter.
Okay, well, congratulations. And do either one of them have any health problems, any eczema, asthma, any diarrhea like you have, any...
No, sir. They don't drink and they don't smoke.
Okay, well, that's not
They're
exactly what
clean,
I'm asking.
And they don't have any skin problems whatsoever.
No bowel problems, no respiratory problems?
Nope.
And they didn't have any birth defects?
No, not at all.
They're perfectly healthy?
They're perfectly healthy.
Ooh, you're very remarkable. That's very good. Well, you have a gluten intolerance, and I believe you passed it on to them, and they just haven't shown symptoms yet. How old are your children?
Well, my son is 58, and my daughter's 57.
Oh, they were close.
Yes.
Unless they were born on New Year's Eve at 12 o'clock, and one was born in one year and one was born in the other year.
Yeah.
Twins. Okay. Okay. So, at any rate, the reason I'm asking is because when you have diarrhea that just you can't control, and you have things like stomach problems, and when you say stomach problems, you have stomach pain,
I have
belly
cramps,
pain,
yes.
Cramps, yeah. Yeah, this is all gluten. Wheat, barley, rye, oats. You got to get rid of that. You have to tell your daughter and your son they've got to get gluten-free, and that includes dog food, cat food, bird food, fish food, mother-in-law, people living in the house with them, roommates, because of cross-contamination in the laundry, the couches where everybody watches TV, the food preparation surfaces. One person in a household cannot be claiming to be gluten-free where everybody else is eating gluten. So, when we come back, I'm going to get Sharon to give you what she thinks is necessary after these messages. Okay, Doug, let's go right back to Colorado and Sharon. Okay, Charmaine, you there?
I'm here.
Okay. This gal here has rheumatoid arthritis, prediabetes, and she's got belly problems, stomach problems, cramping, diarrhea, I believe because of gluten intolerance. What do you weigh, Sharon? Okay. So let's just say Sharon weighs 135, 150 pounds in there. What would you give her for the rheumatoid arthritis and the prediabetes and her gluten problems?
I would get her on a gluten-free diet, And I'd give her a healthy blood sugar pack, and for the rheumatoid arthritis, I'd get her on the killer biotic.
Okay, very good. Exactly right. And I'd go ahead and, like she's 76 years old, so let's start her out with one healthy blood sugar pack, but I'd get her another bottle of Sweeties, so she could have 3 Sweeties twice a day or 2-3 times a day for a total of 6. But also, for the type 2 diabetes, that's the healthy blood sugar packs, right, and the Sweeties. And she should take her fasting blood sugar every morning before she medicates herself and adjust her medication as her doctor has shown her. As her blood sugar drops, when it will, take less medication. When she hits less than 100 on her blood sugar levels for 2 weeks in a row without medication, she doesn't need the medication anymore. But I'd keep some around. I would also test her blood sugar once a week just to kind of keep her finger on the pulse of what's going on. And then for the RA, what would you give her for the rheumatoid arthritis again?
Killer biotic.
Killer biotic, very good. I'd go ahead and give her 3 of those twice a day. That's 2 bottles a month. And let's start there. Again, none of the bad stuff, no fried foods, no processed meats, no oils, and no gluten. You're exactly an A+ here, Charmaine. All right, Doug, let's go to callers.
Let's head to Carson City, Nevada. And Jack, you're on with Dr. Wallach.
Hello, Jack. You're on the air.
Yes. I have a enlarged prostate.
Okay. And that's what you're calling about? That's your complaint?
Yes, and what's happened is it's restricted my urine flow, and the urine backed up into the kidneys until kidney failure. Now I have a catheter in. Now that the urine is draining, my kidneys are starting to function again.
Okay. All right. Do you have diabetes?
No.
Okay. What do you weigh, sir?
190.
Okay. And are you on any medication for high blood pressure or anything like that?
I just started about a week ago.
Okay. All right. Charmaine, here's a guy. And how old are you, sir?
I'm 68.
58.
Yes.
All right. 58 years old. Has early high blood pressure, has some degree of kidney failure, prostate problems, weighs 190 pounds. What would you give this guy?
I'd give him the healthy, I'd just give him 2 healthy start packs, but then he's got to add daily classic, cardio sticks, and Nice and Plus to that.
What'd you give him for the prostate?
A Prostafix.
Prostafix and?
And Zeratest.
Perfect. You get an A+ girl, and then give us a call every couple of weeks, Jack. Let us know how it's going. This should get you going straight. Stay away from all the bad stuff. No fried foods, no processed meats, no oils, no gluten, no sugar. We'll be back after these messages.
Well, let's head to Austin, Texas. And Ginger, you're on with Dr. Wallach.
Oh, Ginger, you're on the air.
Thanks for taking my call, Dr.
Yes,
Wallach.
ma'am.
I have a 14-year-old grandson, soccer player, and we just recently went to one of the local hospital, had a free teen athlete screening, and he may have cardiomyopathy. My son is, setting up another appointment for further testing.
Okay, that's very good.
In the meantime, I was I've read your book, Epigenetics, and so I was already aware that vitamin E and selenium deficiencies could feed into this. I wonder what you would advise in the meantime.
Yeah, what does the kid weigh?
I want to see him have surgery.
What does the kid weigh?
I don't know his exact weight. He's about 5'3", and he's slender. He's not an ounce overweight.
So is he bigger than you or smaller than you?
He's about the same size as I am.
Well, what do you weigh?
And I weigh about 140.
Okay, so let's say he's 140, give or take a little bit. Okay?
Yeah, he's actually a couple of inches taller than I am.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so Char, what would you give this young fella who's an athlete, and he's got probably cardiomyopathy, heart disease, easy to diagnose. So what would you give this kid?
I give him a healthy brain and heart pack, and I give him extra selenium.
Get him an extra bottle of selenium, so he could take 6 a day. And also, what else would you give him for the heart?
For his heart?
Yeah. What about CardioFX?
Oh, yeah, excuse me, yeah.
Yeah, I'd give him, get 1 bottle a month of the CardioFX. And as Char says, the healthy brain and heart pack, and an extra bottle of selenium, so he could take 6 selenium a day, 2 at breakfast, 2 at lunch, 2 at dinner. And then he should stay away from all the bad stuff, anything that's going to cause free radical damage or inflammation. No fried foods, no processed meats, no oils, no gluten. And let's see here. Did he have does your grandson have any asthma or anything like that?
No.
Okay. Does he have any skin problems, eczema, dermatitis, or psoriasis?
No.
Okay, good. All right, well, just keep him away from all the bad stuff. And Char's right on. And, of course, I've done so much work with young athletes and young kids under the age of 10 who have cardiomyopathy, heart disease, over 1,700 published. And so I'm not bragging that I'm, in fact, an expert in this disease. And you oftentimes don't get warnings. The first time you find out there's a problem, when the child drops dead. They could be 6 years old in the Pop Warner League or something like that. And it's really very tragic, and so you're quite fortunate that you discovered this by wanting another opinion, okay, and the screening process. So it's very smart on your case and on your part. And so definitely I'd get him on the Healthy Brain and Heart Pack, as Shar said, the extra selenium, and the Cardio FX. It's a blend of herbs. It just helps quiet the heart down so the heart doesn't panic because it knows it's got a problem. And so I'd go ahead and give him 2 of those a day, 1 at breakfast, 1 at dinner. So 1 bottle is going to last you about 2 months of the Cardio FX. And for anything to drink, I'd have him use the Rebound. Why is Rebound better than Gatorade and Powerade, Char?
Because it's got 100 over 100 nutrients in it, and they don't have any nutrients, really.
Well, Gatorade has 2.
Yeah.
How does that compare with 100?
Well, it's no contest.
2%.
Yeah.
And then Powerade has 6, so it's only 6%.
Yeah.
And so, for something to drink, Rebound is the way to go, and he can have it carbonated in a little can, or he can get it non-carbonated in the sticks, tear it open, put it in a bottle of water, and he could drink a couple of those a day. I wouldn't have him drink it late at night because he'll stay up all night, unless he's got a final test the next day and needs to study. But at any rate, he should do fine as long as he's staying away from the bad stuff and supplement properly, because cardiomyopathy heart disease is not genetic in any way, shape, or form. It doesn't just happen. It doesn't happen from exertion on the field. It's a nutritional deficiency disease. I am published on that one, 1,700 cases. And so that's hard to run against that information. Okay, please let us know how your grandson is doing, and I'd order the stuff today. Okay. Doug, let's go to callers.
All right, let's head to Torrance, California, and Elizabeth, you're on with Dr. Wallach.
Elizabeth, you're on the air.
Thank you, Dr. Wallach. I would like to know, is it okay to take eggshells for calcium?
Oh, you mean yourself?
Yeah, myself.
Oh, well, eggshells are actually calcium carbonate. And as your sole source of calcium, I wouldn't do that. I mean, you could do it. You could supplement your calcium in your 90 essential nutrients with some eggshells. You can use kind of almost like a rolling pin and roll it into dust and so forth. Bake it in the oven, dry it. Certainly the minerals won't be hurt by baking temperatures. And so you can powder the eggshells and add that to your supplement program, but I wouldn't use it as your entire source because the carbonate part can neutralize stomach acid, reduce your absorption of minerals and other things, as well as the calcium. And so another thing you can do with eggshells, a lot of people don't like to heat the eggshells. They're crunchy, of course, even as a powder, and that is to put it in your garden. We have tomatoes. Tomatoes love eggshells, and so that's another way to utilize it as a supplement, put it in the garden, along with our Bloomin' Minerals, and your tomatoes will be bigger and tastier. Okay?
Oh, great. All right.
Thank you for the great question. Okay, Doug, let's go to callers.
All right, let's head to Kansas. And Jim, you're on with Dr. Wallach.
Oh, Jim, you're on the air. Hello, Jim, you're on the air. Uh-oh.
Jim, you're up.
No, Jim.
Okay, let's head on to Maryland. And Charles, you're on with Dr. Wallach.
Oh, Charles, you're on the air. Uh-oh, we got a problem here. Hello? Are you there? Anybody home?
Chris Nestor in Wisconsin.
I'm sorry, who's this?
Chris Nestor in Wisconsin.
Okay, I got Wisconsin, but I'm still missing your name, sir.
Chris Nestor. N-E-S-T-O-R.
Oh, Chris. Okay, Chris. Okay.
Okay.
How can we help you, sir?
I just new to your products. I don't know. I've never tried your products. I'm just new to them. I've been looking all over the place. And I had a stroke about 4 years ago. I was in the hospital for 5 days. They gave me all kind of treatments. They gave me all kind of medicine. Too much. So then after about 3 months, I quit. And I didn't start up till about this fall. And they're doing the same thing. They're giving me all kind of medicine.
Okay, well, let me ask you, how old are you, sir?
I'm 62.
Okay, and how much do you weigh?
220.
Okay. How tall are you?
I'm 5'11".
Okay. All right, well, hang on. We're going to be back after these message moments, and we'll give you, this is a Shar thing. She's going to be able to help you out here a lot. So hang on, Chris. We'll be right back with you. We're back. Dead Doctors Don't Lie on the ZBS Radio Network. Dr. Joel Wallach here for Longevity and Night Life Crusade. And see here, Doug, let's go right back to Wisconsin and Chris. Okay, Shar, what would you do for this guy? He's a little overweight. He's maybe 25 pounds overweight or 25, 30 pounds overweight. He's had a stroke. He has a little bit of a speech problem here, maybe residual from a stroke. What would you do for this guy?
Well, I'd get him on two healthy brain and heart packs because they got the extra EFAs in there. Mm-hmm. I'm assuming he got a blood clot stroke, which is a lack of EFAs.
Okay.
And then I would tell him to get on a gluten-free diet just for the heck of it because he could have a gluten problem. And
okay.
You know.
And what would you add to the two healthy brain and heart packs?
I'd add Synaptive to it.
Okay, very good. Synaptive. I'd take 3 of those twice a day. It'd be 2 bottles a month of the Synaptive. That's for brain cells talking to each other. What would you do to deal with the blood clot that may still be in there? What would you do for the maybe obstructive blood clot in the brain?
He can take Nightly Essence or Niacin Plus.
Well, there you go. Yes, I'd go ahead and have him take the Niacin Plus, which has the, what's in the Niacin Plus?
Nattokinase.
Nattokinase, which is an enzyme that dissolves blood clots. So I'd go ahead and have him take 2 of those twice a day, because he already had a stroke, so 2 twice a day would be 2 bottles a month. And what would you do for blood pressure and all that kind of stuff, and make sure there's blood flowing in the brain?
I give him the Ultimate Daily Classic.
Perfect. I'd go ahead and get 2 bottles a month of the Ultimate Daily Classic. Go ahead and take 9 of those a day, 3 at breakfast, 3 at lunch, 3 at dinner. And this is to support and promote healthy blood pressure and support and promote healthy blood flow through obstructed arteries. And again, that Niacin Plus is going to also have in it, in addition to the time-release non-flush niacin, which helps dilate arteries, get more blood flow into an area, but it also has the enzyme nattokinase, which does what again, Shar?
It dissolves blood clots.
Perfect. Very good. So give us a call every couple of weeks if you would, Chris. Let us know how you're feeling, how it's going. And these are great preemptive things you can do. And take care of yourself and make sure that you're staying away from all the bad stuff, any inflammatory things, no fried foods, no processed meats, no oils, and no gluten. Okay, Doug, we have time to try another one?
Yeah, let's try to head to Kansas. And Jim, you're on with Dr. Wallach.
Oh, Kansas and Jim, you're on the air.
Thanks for taking my call. Are there any recommendations for treatment of lipoatrophy?
Lipoatrophy?
Yes, adipose fat tissue loss.
Okay, now, does this mean you're losing weight? Is this you're not trying to lose weight, and so suddenly now you're just skin and muscle, no fat under the skin?
Yes.
Okay. And have you been to a doctor about that?
Well, this is for someone else. But
and
yes,
do they have a diagnosis other than? I mean, some people would be happy to lose their subcutaneous fat. What's the question here?
Well, how to regain that fat back? It involved extreme weight loss.
Okay.
Some of it came back.
Oh, okay. And so, how much does this guy or gal weigh now?
About 138 and was down to about 117 at one time. And the fat loss is mainly from the hands and the feet and the buttocks area.
Okay.
Unwanted.
Okay. So how would you help this guy gain some weight?
I'd have him make the whey shakes with whipping cream and eggs, and take that. I mean, that will help him.
And what would you do for a vitamin and mineral supplement?
I would just get him on Healthy Start Pack.
There you go.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, I'd go ahead with 2 Healthy Start Packs, a full dose for thing at breakfast, full dose for thing at dinner time. I would also, as Shar said, go ahead and get our Slender FX shakes, vanilla or chocolate. And they're meant as a weight loss product, but if you mix them with heavy whipping cream, as Shar suggested, throw in 4 eggs and do that 2-3 times a day, they will gain back weight, not only muscle, but also some good fat under the skin. Well, thank you, Shar. Super job as usual. Thank you so much, Doug and Richard. Superlative job as usual. God bless each and every one of you. God bless our troops. God bless our Navy SEALs. And God bless America.
Hi everyone, Andy Anderson here. Are you using those handy little bottles of gel that zap germs, bacteria, and other nasties? In today's world, that's smart, especially with all the filthy doorknobs, shopping carts, and handrails we touch every day. Here's what you may not know. Once the alcohol evaporates, goodbye effectiveness. No more protection until you use it again. PureWorks to the rescue. Our FDA-compliant foam, lotion, soap, and spray do not rely on alcohol. Their killing power lasts up to 4 hours. PureWorks disinfecting spray is EPA certified to kill swine flu, bird flu, MRSA, HIV, hepatitis B and C, and a whole host of viruses and bacteria. Mold and fungus too. It's even safe around children and pets. You'll love the soft feel of PureWorks on your hand. It actually conditions and will not dry your skin. Here's a little peace of mind knowing your hands are still germ-free hours later. Get your hands on PureWorks and get PureWorks on your hands. Stand by. Pull out your paper and pencil for your local number to order PureWorks.
Many believe that all life began in the Earth's oceans. We do know that the oceans and seas are still abundant with life and life-sustaining nutrients. Many cultures have long believed in the life-giving properties of plants and sea life harvested from the oceans. Youngevity's Ocean's Gold is a proprietary blend of seaweeds, algae, mosses, kelp, sea cucumbers, and sea minerals, as well as coenzyme Q10, calcium, and iron, all designed to help support healthy thyroid function, regular heartbeat, normal weight, mood stabilization, and hormone levels. Take advantage of life-sustaining nutrients from the Earth's oceans with Youngevity's Ocean's Gold. If you'd like to learn more about nutritional supplementation, call your local Youngevity associate, and don't forget to ask about home-based business opportunities.
In recent years, several studies have discovered the health benefits of drinking coffee. Youngevity has now taken it a step further with an entire product line of healthy coffees from Youngevity's JavaFit selection of top-shelf gourmet coffees. All JavaFit coffees are made from 100% premium hand-selected Arabica coffee beans grown in the finest regions of Latin America, all carefully roasted, creating a delicious, rich, full-bodied flavor. Try JavaFit's Immune Plus, a full, robust coffee blend combined with the immune-supporting benefits of echinacea and the full-spectrum daily requirement of vitamins and minerals. Boost your immune system every day with JavaFit's Immune Plus multivitamin coffee. Available in 30-count single cup or 24-count single pot packs. Contact your local Youngevity distributor to get Javalution coffees. And don't forget to ask about the home-based business opportunity.
You've listened to physician and veterinarian Dr. Joel Wallach help many people on the Dead Doctors Don't Lie talk radio program. You've also heard hundreds of people tell how Dr. Wallach and Youngevity products have changed their lives. If you're now convinced that Dr. Wallach is onto something and you want to try Youngevity's premium quality products for yourself, we can connect you with a distributor that serves your local area. Simply call our special helpline voicemail at 313-444-3463. That's 313-444-3463. Call right now and leave your name, telephone number, or email address, and we'll see to it that the right person contacts you shortly. Remember, the phone number, 313-444-3463. That's 313-444-3463. Call now to change your life. That's 313-444-3463. You've listened to physician and veterinarian Dr. Joel Wallach help many people on the Dead Doctors Don't Lie talk radio program. You've also heard hundreds of people tell how Dr. Wallach and Youngevity products have changed their lives. If you're now convinced that Dr. Wallach is onto something and you want to try Youngevity's premium quality products for yourself, we can connect you with a distributor that serves your local area. Simply call our special helpline voicemail at 313-444-3463. That's 313-444-3463. Call right now and leave your name, telephone number, or email address, and we'll see to it that the right person contacts you shortly. Remember, the phone number, 313-444-3463. That's 313-444-3463. Call now to change your life. That's 313-444-3463.
I am Judy DeVilbus. Here I am speaking to you again. I just wanted to tell you that recently I started drinking the Whey Shakes again, the chocolate Whey Shake. And you need to remember, the Whey Shake isn't just for losing weight. It's a fantastic place to get your great protein. And if you're trying to gain weight, you can take it along with your meals. And the best part is, if you want to just have a great protein shake, do like I do. Put it over ice, stir it up, and you can sip on it for 20 minutes to an hour. I do it every single day. I absolutely love it. You need to get back to it too. It's really good for you. And it makes not fat, but it makes muscle after you work out. And you can also mix it up in a blender with an egg, and you have the most incredible health protein shake. Or mix it with a little water, stir it up, and you have a little pudding. And who doesn't like pudding?
For more information or to order, call your Youngevity distributor today. And don't forget to ask about Youngevity home-based business opportunities. You've listened to physician and veterinarian Dr. Joel Wallach help many people on the Dead Doctors Don't Lie talk radio program. You've also heard hundreds of people tell how Dr. Wallach and Youngevity products have changed their lives. If you're now convinced that Dr. Wallach is onto something and you want to try Youngevity's premium quality products for yourself, we can connect you with a distributor that serves your local area. Simply call our special helpline voicemail at 313-444-3463. That's 313-444-3463. Call right now and leave your name, telephone number, or email address, and we'll see to it that the right person contacts you shortly. Remember, the phone number, 313-444-3463. That's 313-444-3463. Call now to change your life. That's 313-444-3463.
Hi, this is Dr. Joel Wallach, your host of Dead Doctors Don't Lie. If you're interested in a colon cleanse, blood cleanse, liver cleanse, in the classical herbal way, you want to ask your Youngevity associate for Herbal Rainforest. Herbal Rainforest has 16 herbs, 16 cleansing herbs, classic cleansing herbs, and 77 plant minerals. That's right, and these are all organic. It doesn't get any better than that. In your busy day, and you're around all these toxins out there in your workplace, on the way home, going to work, in your food, in the air, in the water, you need Herbal Rainforest. I guarantee you, it will give you a cleanse. You can control the dose. It's a liquid. It tastes good. It doesn't get any better than this. A colon that's happy makes you happy. Nothing better than a happy colon. Herbal Rainforest. Clean it out.
For more information on this product or others you've heard about on the Dead Doctors Don't Lie radio program, call your local Youngevity associate today. And don't forget to ask about home-based business opportunities.
Greetings, everyone. Judy DeVilbus here. What do you think of when you hear the words tangy tangerine? Well, I think of like a sweet, tangy tasting something. Well, what I'm referring to is the Ultimate Tangy Tangerine. It's a fantastic product. It has everything you need, and a great benefit is it's very, very delicious. It's very easy to drink. I've suggested it even to youngsters. Even children like it. Even little guys. Even little girls. They come right into my office. Their parents can't get them to take those chewables, and besides that, they're not as good as Tangy Tangerine. And I give them a little taste of that, and you know something? They're pleased as punch. So, if it's good for a child and it tastes delicious, why not you? There's no excuse not to take a vitamin when it tastes as good as that does. So how about it? Tangy Tangerine should be the answer to all of your nutritional program problems.
For more information or to order, call your Youngevity distributor today. And don't forget to ask about Youngevity home-based business opportunities. When you perspire, working or playing, your body is losing more than just water. That's why it tastes salty. But what you're sweating out is more than just salt and potassium, as some sports drinks will have you believe. One of the most well-known sports drinks only has 2 nutrients, and it's loaded with sugar. Some have a mineral or 2 with a couple of vitamins. Youngevity's exceptional sports drink, Rebound FX, is chock full of cancer-fighting antioxidants, a full spectrum of vitamins, plant-derived minerals, and herbs. Rebound FX is a highly absorbable liquid supplement that gives you quick, sustained energy. Rebound FX supports cardiovascular health, immune health, and boosts stamina and energy. Don't short yourself during and after your workout with just a couple of nutrients. Drink Youngevity's Rebound FX for optimal health. If you'd like to learn more about nutritional supplementation, call your local Youngevity associate, and don't forget to ask about home-based business opportunities.
Through his research as a veterinarian, Dr. Joel Wallach discovered that most health problems afflicting livestock can be prevented and even reversed. Many of these same health challenges also occur in humans. These too can be prevented and reversed. Doc's original formula, called the pig arthritis formula, alleviated all arthritis symptoms in animals. The same basic formula has been developed for humans, called the Pig Pack, which includes plant-derived minerals, a multiple vitamin complex, glucogel, and EFAs. Add to that Youngevity's OsteoFX Plus, a proprietary blend of liquid calcium, magnesium, and glucosamine. Now you have the Pig Pack Plus to make up the 90 essential nutrients Dr. Wallach has identified as necessary for sustained good health and longevity. If you'd like to learn more about nutritional supplementation, call your local Youngevity associate, and don't forget to ask about home-based business opportunities.
You've listened to physician and veterinarian Dr. Joel Wallach help many people on the Dead Doctors Don't Lie talk radio program. You've also heard hundreds of people tell how Dr. Wallach and Youngevity products have changed their lives. If you're now convinced that Dr. Wallach is onto something and you want to try Youngevity's premium quality products for yourself, we can connect you with a distributor that serves your local area. Simply call our special helpline voicemail at 313-444-3463. That's 313-444-3463. Call right now and leave your name, telephone number, or email address, and we'll see to it that the right person contacts you shortly. Remember, the phone number, 313-444-3463. That's 313-444-3463. Call now to change your life. That's 313-444-3463. The antioxidants found in many fruits and vegetables are known to help support and promote good health. Research has also shown that dark chocolate, once known as the food of the gods, is rich in healthy nutrients. In fact, dark chocolate is higher in antioxidant content than any other food. Youngevity has combined a proprietary blend of velvety rich dark chocolate with whole fruit pulp and whole fruit juice extracts from mangosteen, goji or wolfberry, acai berry, and cherry, along with vitamins and minerals, producing a smooth, rich, delectable concentrate called Cocogevity. It tastes so great, I sometimes drink it right out of the bottle or pour it over ice cream. Cocogevity is highly bioavailable, meaning your body will absorb and make use of all of these healthy nutrients. If you'd like to learn more about nutritional supplementation, call your local Youngevity associate, and don't forget to ask about home-based business opportunities.
Numerous studies have shown the link between the intake of antioxidants and disease prevention. Foods and supplements are measured in an ORAC scale. ORAC is an acronym for Oxygen Radical Absorption Capacity. In other words, the ability to remove disease-causing free radicals from the human body. Youngevity's Cell Shield RTQ has an ORAC value of 15,800 points per serving. Cell Shield RTQ contains resveratrol, known as an anti-aging compound, turmeric, known for promoting healthy digestion, brain function, immune system, and cellular longevity. Quercetin, a flavonoid, is known for promoting healthy blood sugar metabolism and healthy lung and cardiovascular function. Remove free radicals from your body with Cell Shield RTQ from Youngevity. If you'd like to learn more about nutritional supplementation, call your local Youngevity associate, and don't forget to ask about home-based business opportunities.